Hey everyone, I hope you all are doing well. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm so excited to share another little rescue story with you. This time, about two tiny lives I was lucky enough to save. So, meet Nibbles. I actually named him Nibbles because the first time I held him, he gave me a little bite. He already had those sharp teeth coming in and just couldn't resist nibbling on my finger. That's how his name was born. And this is Remy. I named her after the movie Ratatouille, the little chef mouse who cooks and all serves. But there's actually deeper reason behind it. A few years ago, I rescued my first baby squirrel, also named Remy. He was so tiny, his eyes were still closed. I did my best to take care of him, but I was just a kid and really don't know how, and he didn't make it. Losing a little life from my own hands break my heart. It's honestly harder to move on from than a breakup actually for me. So when I found her calm like Remy right now, so when I found her calm and gentle just like him, I felt like a piece of him had come back, and I named her Remy too. So anyways, after bringing them inside, both of them, I found a little box. Actually, I borrowed it from my best friend. She totally fell in love with them when I showed her their pictures. I used my old school uniform and soft clothes to make it cozy and warm for them. At first, they were really nervous from their new environment, and everything was new for them. But they slowly started to adjust. That's all that matters. Don't worry, I even kept a hot water bag near them so they would feel warm and feel safe. At this tiny age, they can't really regulate their body warm. So it's really important to keep them comfortable with warm clothes, with warmness, and with warmth actually. So the backstory of how I found them is actually a little sad. That day I was just sitting at home doing nothing much, learning some music and stuff, when I suddenly heard a tiny chirp outside. I instantly knew it was a baby squirrel. From my experience, I could say that it was the sound of a baby squirrel. As I have mentioned it before in the starting of the video where I introduced you to Remy. So yeah, I live on the third floor of a flat, so I ran out to check, but couldn't find anything there. And something clicked. I rushed down to the second floor, and to my surprise, I found Nibbles lying there on the floor. I looked everywhere for his nest and for his mom, but there was no sign. I took him home and made a cozy box for him. But then just after 10 minutes later, I heard the same chirping sound again from that same floor. I ran back, and this time I found Remy in the same exact spot where Nibbles was. She was smaller, eyes still closed, and no teeth yet. I think the workers who were renovating a nearby house might have thrown them accidentally, because I found them right near the door. No one nest, no mom, just them. So I brought Remy home too after that. So well, Nibbles finally opened his eyes, and that was such a beautiful moment कि उसने मेरे को पहली बार देखा, and मैं इसके सामने कि एक मॉम वाली फीलिंग आ जाती है and all like that. So yeah, I realized that Remy was actually about 2 days younger than him. Her eyes were still closed, but just 2 days later she opened them too. I still remember looking at Nibbles' Chinese face, and I swear he must have been thinking, oh my god, why does mom look so big? Then even played music for them, you can hear it. So here we are. After about 2 weeks, they both had grown so much. They were walking around now. But Remy was a shy girl. She didn't come out much. Nibbles, on the other hand, was a full explorer, super curious and stubborn. I loved spending time with them and playing with them. I honestly didn't think I could get them this far, but I learned so much along the way. So I asked ChatGPT, of course, for tips, help, searched on YouTube about how to take care of a rescued baby squirrel, how to bond with them, and I learned so much about their nature also. I don't know why, but they loved my canvas and used to play on it all the time. I even stopped painting and playing music a lot just to take care of them. I would feed them every 3 hours, even at night. Nibbles especially has so much fun exploring. He was just a tiny little adventurer. And Nibbles grew faster than Remy, while she took a bit more time because she's really insensitive and cautious. At first, she was scared of me and didn't attach much, while Nibbles was getting super attached. We built such a nice bond, and I kept trying to bond with Remy too. She's just a little more careful, that's all. And I knew taking care of them was going to be really hard, but I didn't want to give up or lose hope. This was my chance to keep them alive, and I had to try. About a year ago, I rescued Cuckoo. If you don't know, you can check out that video by clicking the icon above. I have shared it there. That was my first rescue story, so that don't expect it to be that great because it was my first time rescuing some animal, and it was a success. So yeah, so this time I wanted to take the risks again because I have always loved animals and birds so much. I couldn't save my first baby squirrel, Remy. This time I promised myself I would do anything I could to keep both of them safe. Well, I would like to take a moment to thank all the content creators who have shared their rescue story of squirrels and other animals. Your videos have been such an inspiration. First, I would like to thank Danny Connor Wildlife. Her red squirrel rescue videos are really incredible. I would recommend you to go check it out. The way she explains everything, the effort she puts into caring for the squirrel, and how she connects with nature is just so beautiful. It's one of my favorite videos to watch when I want to feel connected to the wild. Next, I would like to thank Germany Evers. I'm sorry I'm not able to spell his channel. His videos on taking care of an Indian palm squirrel was amazing too, and it really motivated me to take care of my little babies the best I could. And there's Aisha. I thank you so much who shared her experience taking care of her baby squirrel. She explained everything, how she fed her and how she take care of her, and I'm so grateful she made that vlog. So yeah, so I'll put all the links down below. You can just go and check it out, their videos too. They are really inspiring if you love animals and wants to learn more about connecting with nature. So by the time they were nearly 3 weeks old, I was really so much happy to see how much they had grown and progressed. And I even bought them some sticks and dry woods from outside, and they absolutely loved it. I also want to thank my best friend who helped me set up this little wooden area for them. She is an amazing friend and even helped me to take care of them. And yeah, finally here we are. So see how they are playing. They just started to explore, nibbling and sharpening their little teeth on it. It was just too cute. Taking care of them became so much fun, and I started to really bond with them. I honestly began treating them like my own little children. Well, this is Remy. She is trying to nibble on a stick. Good job, Remy. Keep it up. And I'm sure one day you will be able to break it with your strong trick. And this little guy, Nibbles, always curious. I don't know what to say to him. So whenever they both used to sleep, I would have put the sticks, the woods outside to the sunlight, and sometimes I would have taken Remy and Nibbles outside too, so that they could enjoy the sun and fresh air. By the time they were about 4 to 5 weeks old, they started nibbling their food on their own, and that was a success, right? Finally, I could take little breaks in between, feeding them every 4 to 5 hours instead of 2 hours. During the day and night, I gave them boiled cow's milk, diluted with water and a little jaggery, and honestly, they wouldn't touch it without the jaggery. But the most important thing was that they were growing well. Their pee and poop were normal, hydrated and healthy. Sometimes it got a little watery, and on those days I would skip milk and give them ORS or just let them digest it properly. It was all working, and I was really glad they were doing well. And after some times, I noticed that Nibbles got especially attached to me more than Remy. And of course, he was always busy playing with exploring and with exploring and playing. That's it. So here we are. After about a month, it finally felt like a success by now that they were nearly 6 to 7 weeks old. At this stage, they were acting like full-grown little squirrels, exploring and clearly enjoying their time. I was so happy to see them growing strong and healthy. Even Nelly made her first sound. It was the cutest thing ever. Whenever I would sit at the piano, Nibbles would come and join me. But over time I started to notice something interesting. Slowly, more than Nibbles, Remy began getting attached to me. At first, I was a little confused, but I didn't mind at all. Maybe it was just how their bodies and personalities were changing. But now Remy would spend more and more time with me, even more than Nibbles. So anyway, let me show you a little bit of their playtime with me. Enjoy these moments and see how cute they are. This was the last video of Nibbles. Not because anything bad happened to him, but because he eventually left. It was a kind of accident, so not expected at all. Here's what happened was, the balcony door was open, and when Nibbles was roaming around, my mom suggested letting him go outside for a while. And I was really worried he might fall, but he was smarter than I thought. He gripped the rough edges of the building and carefully made his way down. Once he reached a nearby coconut tree, he climbed onto it. I tried calling him and he reacted to my voice, but he didn't come back. He got lost for the whole day, and for the whole day I just cried because I didn't know what else to do. I was so sad that I stopped recording actually. I didn't got the time to record also. I didn't know what to do and stuff. And just nothing else. I just cried and yeah, this is what happened. And the whole day I was just praying to God that please keep him safe, that's all. And he was nearly like 7 weeks old at this stage. Then the very next day I checked out, and however I found him actually. He was doing well, eating the food we were putting out on that rooftop where he went, and playing with the other baby squirrels. There were so many baby squirrels around, and he was safe and happy to play with them. That's all I ever wanted, for him to be safe. And I didn't expect this ending with Nibbles, but I was really glad that he grew up well and with the other squirrels. Now, Remy's stories is a little different. With Remy, things started changing just a couple of days later after Nibbles left, because right after 2 days when Nibbles left, Remy went outside and started to explore near the coconut tree. I watched her carefully as she went all the down to the base of the tree, and I thought for the moment that she might wander off and never come back. But to my surprise, by the evening she returned safely and rested on the curtains. Well, I'm so sorry, I'm really sorry I didn't make any videos or clips of this, because I was so sad after losing Nibbles, and even feeding Remy was a bit difficult at that moment because she stopped eating at all, and my mood was really off. That's why I didn't record anything, and now I'm sharing the whole story instead. Once she got back, I fed her milk and some food, and she ate it. For the next month, her routine was very consistent. She would play outside in the tree with her little friends and then come back in time to eat and sleep. It was such a nice, peaceful routine. By the time she was just around 8 weeks old, I only needed her to feed twice a day, and she had started nibbling on solids on her own. Her wild instincts were kicking in. She didn't enjoy too much handling anymore, but she would still cuddle with me, and which was really sweet. She would never go with other people, she will never come closer or go near to other people who are random stranger. If I would have come, she would only come to me that time. This is the balcony from where Nibbles and Remy went down. See, I even made a little path for her so that she can go outside and come back safely. And she actually does. She usually goes down, explore a bit, but always come back to her home. And over time, she learned it. Okay, so, and over here, this is where Nibbles lived now. The tin rooftop, as you can see there. He gripped the rough edges of the building. He made his way down to the coconut tree, and now he's on that tin. And the good news is he's doing well. I saw him. Then just a couple of days ago, Remy came back in a very bad condition. I didn't even think about recording anything. I was too worried. She was cold. Her fur was fluffed up like cotton, and when I lifted her, she felt very light and weak. She wasn't eating anything at all. I immediately took her to the vet. The doctor said she was mostly fine, but somehow he prescribed some medicine for her. He mentioned that she might have been had a temporary deficiency in nutrients and vitamins or proteins. So I explained that she had been outside all day, and I know she wouldn't eat anything harmful. She only goes out to the coconut tree and play there. Might she have occasionally eat the flowers, new flowers? My mom suggested that maybe she had eaten the new flowers on the tree, which can cause dizziness and intoxication. That made the coconut trees the new one. People can make intoxication things like alcohol type of things. It's not a lie, my mom told me, so you can just go and search it out there. If you want, you can ask me in the comments below. I can suggest it there too if you want to study about it.